Okay, greetings everyone. It's Michael Anastasiadis here, mortgage advisor from Bosanoff Mortgages, here with the famous Nick Goodall from CoreLogic. Nick, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Let's not go that far, eh? Famous within the industry, mate.
Famous, very, very. So I'm at this conference, NZFSG conference today. That's the aggregator that I belong to. We've all got to be registered, us mortgage advisors, and Nick was kind enough to share some time with us today and some of his data. And I just thought I'd get Nick on because you have such good information. And I wanted him to come on and talk us about this new product you've got, the House Value Index.
That's the one, yeah.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, look, so it's the way that we've changed how we measure value change over time. And look, we've got our analytics team in Australia to work through and say, how do you measure value change over time? Let's build this index right from the ground upwards. And effectively what that does is say one of the key 15 characteristics that make up a property and attach a value to every single one of those in every single part of the country. And then we value every single property every single week and see the change over time as well.
Now what I like is, because I get asked a lot, people say to me, Michael, if I added a bathroom or another bedroom, what value would that add to the house? And this is something that you're
that's right.
index.
Yes, I've been working with that analytics team to say, if I propose a couple of scenarios to you and say, what if I've got a 3-bedroom house with 1 bathroom and it's 120 square metres? If I add 60 square metres, what sort of value will that add? If I just change the living area to a bedroom, so it's 4 bedroom, 1 bathroom, what does that add as well? So we're starting to come up with these scenarios to understand what that would increase the value by. And then of course if you can throw in there what it would cost to do that change, you can start to get a really good feel for where you can add that capital.
So good. So when do we get to play our hands with that or see that data?
That's the thing, mate. It's all mine. It's all in my little toolbox, you see.
So when do you share that? How does that work? Or you'll just be putting that in your updates?
Yeah, I think that we will start to work that out with the market. It's only been in place for basically 1 or 2 months now. We're about to come out with our the latest data, because it also just tells us what happened the last month.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So we'll be using that as our main headline measure of house value change over time. But within that, as we work through the next few months, we'll start to release some of that detail. We've had questions from journalists and those in the media who are interested to understand some of those things. So it'll filter through some articles. For clients of ours, of course, they'll be able to ask a bit more specific questions, be able to get their hands on that data. But we realise the richness and value of that as well.
That's going to be gold.
It's not going to be freely available, unfortunately.
No, that's all right. That's good to know. Now, look, while I got you here, you can't walk away. What's happening on the market, especially Wellington? What have you guys been seeing? Yeah,
look, I think there's no doubt we've come through a difficult period of time. The market has been falling away for the last few months. I think nationwide we've now seen values fall away by about 3.7% since February. But in the last month, and this data will be out very shortly, we've seen a little bit of a lift, 0.2% in Wellington City. So I think there are already some signs there that we're going to see the end of this little mini downturn, and we're likely to see things start to improve. All off the back of the official cash rate, of course, that fell last month. Massive positivity in the industry off the back of that. Not just the cut itself, but the forecast track for the OCR is to continue to fall away.
Good news.
Improves affordability, people can borrow more, they're going to be willing to pay a little bit more for those houses, and we think that values will firstly correct from the mini downturn and then start to increase, but it's going to be relatively constrained growth, we think. Not huge, constrained for the next wee while. Then it'll be about how our economy performs in 2025 to see really what happens next.
Good man. All right, Nick, thank you so much for your time. There you are, I think that's 5 minutes. Always generous. Follow this guy because he's on YouTube as well, CoreLogic, with your monthly updates. They're really good, so I'm putting in a plug for Nick as well. Thanks guys, ka kite, and we'll come live with our weekly mortgage and interest rate update tomorrow. Cheers.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nick.